So, this client of mine, I've been working with her over the last 2 months, and in the third month, we go a little intense, we go a little deep, and we ask some real deep questions, questions which I would not be. I would be always comfortable asking deep and serious questions, but not very. The client would not be comfortable being asked these questions early on, so I leave it for the last month. In the third month, it is all about emotional healing. It's all about feminine embodiment work, which I do with my 3 month container female clients. I do work with men, but it's a very different approach that I have for them. Coming back to this client of mine, in this particular call, we had a real conversation as to what were the deepest, like the deepest traumas growing up that she feels is still a part of her memory. And she went on and she started speaking about it. Initially, it was quite, she was quite okay. She was being normal. She thought about some of the most, memories which were neutral. But as I started asking her more and more, she started crying because there was a very deep memory that she had about her mother. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is traumas are not just a part of your memory, they are become a part of your body. And sometimes regulation and healing, not sometimes, but regulation and healing of the nervous system are very, very different. Nervous system regulation is more to do with a lot of things we do in the present moment, and nervous system healing is a very ongoing, consistent, going back and forth, and it requires a little bit more system. But nervous system regulation is what we tend to do on a daily basis, with breath work, with movement, with journaling, etc. But when it comes to nervous system healing, it requires a little bit more deep reflection work, which obviously I'm not going to discuss right now. But the reason I want to share this is, if you feel like you have been holding on to some memory of the past, it would be nice for you to go back to that memory and see, when you think about that memory, which part of the body kind of you feel that memory makes it a little bit more contracted or tensed. For some people, it makes them very tensed in their heart. For some people, in the gut, and for some people, on their upper back. So, depending on where you feel the tension, there are ways of regulating that particular part of the body with deep breath work, intentional breath work. And the number one thing is to embrace it. Like, yes, there is a part of the memory which makes my body contract, and it is only through acceptance can we create that change. And when we get radically honest with ourselves, with our feelings, with our emotions, we can process them, and only then can we release them. And why is it an integral part of my coaching program is, your hair, your hormones can never get rebalanced or prioritized by your body's hierarchy if your certain traumas are still stuck in a particular part of the body. Because what happens, say for example, if you have like an autoimmune condition of your thyroid for years, so in that case, your body is not just prioritizing your thyroid in every damn situation, but your body is in fact tapping into the resources of the scalp, because it is an absolute non-negotiable, tapping into these resources and then redirecting that resource to the non-negotiable part of the body, which in this case, if you have Hashimoto's or any sort of thyroid dysfunction, it is going to prioritize that particular organ. And in this whole process and this cascade reaction, the resources from the scalp are going to the thyroid, but the thyroid, which is not really functioning well because of the stored trauma, the body is working extra hard then to try and make the thyroid work harder. But because Hashimoto's is an autoimmune condition, the body is attacking itself by creating antibodies. So this whole fiasco and this whole chaos is like a vicious cycle which does not have a resolution. The only resolution to any autoimmune condition or your nervous system regulation is to first identify what the problem is, and only when we identify the root cause of the problem can we start working with that problem and working with the body rather than against the body. The premise for any autoimmune condition or any trauma that we are holding on to into our body is because we are attacking the body with our thoughts. The real battle in most cases is not like the battle outside of the body. Most of the times the battle is inside the body. And the reason for making this reel, this video, whichever platform you're tuning in from, is your gentle reminder to sit with yourself in silence and identify where in the body you feel the most amount of contraction and tension, because wherever there is contraction and tension, blood flow is going to struggle to get there. And when the blood flow is struggling to allocate resources to that particular organ, everything in your body is going to try and fight it, because your body is innately intelligent. It tries to make you survive. So that awareness is very important. If you do not have the resources to work with a coach or with a therapist or with a somatic practitioner, understanding your emotions and your body is a very good place to start with, because a lot of times when I meet women on discovery calls, the number one thing that I notice is this disconnection women have with their bodies. And if we are disconnected, we will never be able to identify what part of my body is actually feeling the tension or the contraction, because when I know that, I'll know which part of the body is susceptible to holding the trauma and the tension. So yeah, it's not just recommending you my oils and my supplements and my mouth-filling oil and the Mantra Ritual Kit, but it is serious work that we deep dive in my 3-month containers. But yeah, this is for all those of you who would like to get a sneak peek of what really goes into the coaching and containers, so that you can become self-sufficient and work with it yourself as well. As a coach, the premise is to get you empowered so you can heal yourself. We are just tools, we are not the healers. I hope this helps, and share with someone who would benefit from this video.